Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Royal Rumble Saturday. We are live from Atlanta, Georgia, and the women will be taking center stage here tonight at Royal Rumble Saturday. And ladies and gentlemen, this is my favorite time of the year because the road to WrestleMania officially begins here live in the Georgia Dome here tonight. And we are kicking things off with your opening contest. John Cena will look to dethrone the World Heavyweight Champion, Drew McIntyre, live here tonight in Atlanta, Georgia. I am excited. I am beyond excited because we are here, baby. We are at the Royal Rumble. The time has arrived. Who will be going on to WrestleMania to fulfill their dreams? We'll find out later tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a major stop on the John Cena retirement tour. The Never Seen 17 looking to become the Never Seen 18 after tonight. But it is a lot easier said than done. Drew McIntyre has absolutely conquered the SmackDown roster, holding on to that World Heavyweight Championship with an iron fist. But he has not ran into someone like John Cena. And Cena looking to do the one thing that no one on SmackDown has yet to do, and that is dethrone the Scottish Warrior. Well, a couple of weeks ago on SmackDown, McIntyre called out Cena to his face, issued an open challenge, putting the title on the line. A couple of weeks later, after a couple of miscommunications between these two, it is put up or shut up time for Drew McIntyre. And McIntyre tonight is not only looking to prove to the SmackDown locker room, he's also looking to prove to both himself and John Cena that he is the king around here. Drew McIntyre has held that title ever since SummerSlam. And he has held it with an iron fist. No one has been able to defeat this man, except one man in particular, and that man's name was Roman Reigns. But ever since that night, Drew McIntyre has been on a mission to repair his reputation ever since Survivor Series, and I'd say for the most part he has done a very damn good job at that. But tonight might just be his biggest test yet. Ever since Survivor Series, McIntyre's knocked off guys like Sheamus, Bronson Reed. And now tonight, the 17-time, the Never Seen 17, John Cena, who is looking to become the Never Seen 18 after tonight. There's a big fight feel in this arena tonight. The tension in the Georgia Dome is at an all-time high. And that's what it's all for right there. The World Heavyweight Championship on the line as Drew McIntyre looking to defeat the GOAT, John Cena, here tonight. And here we go, match underway. And we are underway here, folks, with Royal Rumble Saturday. And look at Cena overpowering McIntyre to start this match off here. Cena looking to set the tone in this one early on with wrist control here. McIntyre knows that he's got a lot on his plate here tonight. He is not taking this match lightly. And Cena sort of taught him that lesson over on SmackDown. It is either a kill or be killed business. Those are the words of Cena to McIntyre, and that might have been some solid advice for McIntyre, who has been trying to repair his reputation ever since he took that loss to Roman Reigns on Survivor Series. What a slam there by McIntyre. And you'll notice McIntyre looks extremely focused heading into this match. Not that he hasn't been in any other match, but this one in particular, he is locked in. This is the most locked in I have seen Drew McIntyre in a while, and a belly-to-belly throw from McIntyre, beeling Cena halfway across the ring. And we were just saying at the start of this match, Cena trying to set the tone here. Well, perhaps message sent loud and clear. And McIntyre, almost a disrespectful looking pin there. And Cena's able to get the shoulder up at 1. Now Cena, what a advanced hip toss there. Now McIntyre looking to gain back his momentum here. Now both men going back and forth early on in this match. And a slap right across the chest of Cena. McIntyre telling Cena to bring it. And you know the motto of Cena, just bring it. I'm not sure if you want. And look at Cena showing that attitude, and oh my God. Cena telling McIntyre to bring it, and McIntyre answered with a big boot to the face. Holy hell. That could have knocked a tooth, or hell, even a couple of teeth out of the mouth of Cena. And Cena running into the official there unintentionally. Now stomping away on the ankles of McIntyre. This might be a smart strategy from Cena, who's had over 23 years in this business. Going after the legs of McIntyre. Of course, the finishing maneuver of McIntyre. The Claymore. The Claymore kick. You take the legs out of the equation, you might just increase your chances of winning in this one. A top rope 5-knuckle shuffle from the GOAT and a kick out at 2 by McIntyre, who's still very much in this one. Now perhaps setting up for an attitude adjustment here. And look at this, McIntyre in trouble. Attitude adjustment from John Cena to put away McIntyre. Do we have a new World Heavyweight Champion? No. We saw on SmackDown Liv Morgan dethroned Bayley, who had held the Women's Championship since the very beginning. And what a DDT there from McIntyre. But I bring that up because no one saw that coming. That was a major title change that changed the complexity of the road to WrestleMania. Can you imagine if John Cena were to knock off Drew McIntyre to become the new World Heavyweight Champion? That would change everything heading into WrestleMania London. And McIntyre realizes that, trying to put a stop to it, but Cena has other plans. Clothesline in the corner. Drops the Scotsman. And now hooks the leg cover here to put away McIntyre. And again, a kick out at 1. A defiant kick out there by McIntyre. A very partisan crowd here in Atlanta. They want to see the title change hands. They want to see the Never Seen 18 become the Never Seen 18 here tonight as McIntyre gets draped across the ropes, neck first. And now look at Cena going to work. Deadlift. Oh, look at the strength of Cena. Super Cena coming to play here. And McIntyre might be in some trouble here. And now, well, McIntyre sidestepping. What the hell has McIntyre got in mind here? You've got to be kidding me. How... A man the size of McIntyre should not be able to move the way he does. How tall is McIntyre? What, 6'3"? 270 pounds? And he just did a tope over the top rope. That is impressive every single time. McIntyre is not a small man. And he just moved like a cruiserweight. And now McIntyre, once again, sneaky athleticism from the big Scotsman. A top rope elbow. Shout out HBK. And a cover here. And no, a kick out at 2. And Cena's still in this one. You saw earlier when Cena went through the second rope. Cena looked like he was very fatigued. He looked very tired. And of course, Cena, not as young as he used to be. Could fatigue play a huge factor into this match? But right now, tired and all, Cena dropping, oh man. Dropping McIntyre back first around the apron and then proceeding to monkey flip him right into the table. The lower back of McIntyre taking some major abuse here at the moment. Now Cena once again back to work on the knees and the ankle of the World Heavyweight Champion. Now a kick to the spine. Cena working the back and the legs of McIntyre here. McIntyre is in some pain. You saw him kicking his leg in pain there. Now Cena off the top rope with a crossbody takes out the World Heavyweight Champion. And I thought maybe Cena was going to go for the cover here, but he knows better. Now look at Cena firing up here. You can't see me, says John Cena. And now look at this. Vintage John Cena 5-knuckle shuffle to put away Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship. Is it enough? No. McIntyre is going to fight with every ounce of breath that he has left. And now Cena looking for perhaps another, attitude adjustment, but a Claymore kick by McIntyre. And McIntyre not going for the cover. And well, wait a second, now he goes for the cover. Some hesitation on the part of McIntyre to put away Cena. And did that just cost him? But Cena, oh, look at Cena. Cena wants to fight, but how much fight does he have left in another Claymore kick? This time McIntyre doesn't hesitate to pull the trigger. And he gets him. Drew McIntyre retains. What a match. McIntyre hesitated to pull the trigger, but did not hesitate the second time. And McIntyre once again retains the World Heavyweight Championship. And John Cena, although he lost tonight, the retirement tour continues. But where does Cena go after this? Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for what you all came here for. In just a matter of moments, we are about to find out who will have the opportunity to seize their WrestleMania moment inside of Wembley Stadium at WrestleMania London. The stakes couldn't be any higher in this one. You either go big or you go home. And if you're not hyped, then brother, are you even alive? And oh man, Survivor Series already coming into effect. The implications of Survivor Series. The losing Survivor Series team would come in at lower entry spots in the Royal Rumble. Cora Jade, a part of the Women's Survivor Series team, came up short and now enters at number 1. Here to kick off the Women's Royal Rumble. But it seems as though she has more than accepted her fate because Wonder Woman is in the house here tonight. And according to the Rumble stats, winning the Royal Rumble at number 1, while it is an extremely difficult task to achieve, it is not impossible. 4 people have won this match from the number 1 spot, including names such as Edge, Shawn Michaels, Rhea Ripley, just to name a few. And coming out at number 2, and this is interesting, Lyra Valkyria. The reason why I say that's interesting is because for the last couple of weeks on Raw, we've seen a friendship form between these two. Cora Jade, Lyra Valkyria, they have come together to take on the Queen, Charlotte Flair. And now tonight, they start the Women's Royal Rumble. And what an honor it is. We gotta think there's butterflies in the stomachs of both women. Statistically, while it is not impossible to win the Rumble from either 1 or 2, the chances are very low. But it is not impossible. We are about to see just how big of a gas tank both these girls have going into this one. And ladies and gentlemen, the Women's Royal Rumble is officially underway. Cora Jade, Lyra Valkyria to start things out here. And look at Valkyria early on. Head scissors takedown there, takes down Jade. And though there is a friendship between these two, they have quickly thrown that out the window because they realize just how big the stakes are in this matchup. There's a WrestleMania spot on the line. Everyone is gunning for it. Who wants it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. What? AJ Lee at number 3. The surprises are happening early. It has been 10 long years since AJ Lee has stepped inside a WWE ring. Oh my God. What a moment. And Cora Jade, looking at the face of one of her inspirations for stepping into the wrestling business in the first place. And AJ Lee goes right after Lyra Valkyria, wasting little time. She looks like she's in great shape. AJ Lee has not missed a beat in the last 10 years. And you'll notice Cora Jade very hesitant to go after AJ Lee. Of course, AJ Lee, as I just said, a huge inspiration to Cora Jade. Now Jade attempting to go after AJ Lee, but to no avail. And okay, at number 4, the NXT Women's Champion, Kelani Jordan. Or I should say the brand new NXT Women's Champion. Because last week at NXT Battleground, Kelani Jordan dethroned Sol Ruca to become the brand new NXT Women's Champion. And now, main roster audience is about to see just how special this girl can be. As she takes out AJ Lee to start things out. And oh, look out in the corner. Cora Jade in trouble here. Lyra Valkyria trying to eliminate Cora Jade, but to no avail. We're about to find out who number 5 is here in just a matter of moments as Jade laying some right hands down on Valkyria. And then here comes Alba Fire at number 5. Once again, Survivor Series implications coming into effect here. And look at Kelani Jordan. Off the top rope, takes out Jade, and here comes Not so fan favorite at the moment. Alba Fire. And oh, look out, look out. And oh, wait. I thought Jordan was gone there, but she hung on. I got a feeling Keilani Jordan is going to last quite a while in this matchup here. And what a drop kick there by Jordan. And meanwhile, in the corner, Valkyria in some trouble here as AJ Lee with a drop kick in the corner. And uh-oh, if you're Alba Fire, things just got very uncomfortable very quickly. Here comes Dakota Kai at number 6. And Alba Fire just saw her former best friend is now being attacked by Jade before she can even do that. And oh, look out. Oh, Jade. Cora Jade. Oh, I thought she was going to be eliminated there. Cora Jade hanging on. Just barely keeping herself in this match. You'll notice how very quickly this match has become chaotic, as we are now 6 entrants deep into this matchup already. And batten down the hatches because the man has arrived in the Georgia Dome. At number 7, here comes Becky Lynch. And if Alba Fire wasn't upset enough already, she's got bigger problems on her hands. Because now her arch nemesis has just entered the match as Lynch takes out Jade. I'm not sure what Becky Lynch is thinking here. She's trying to attack somebody off the top rope. And goes after Keilani Jordan. Now meanwhile on the outside, Dakota Kai trying to eliminate Alba Fire here, but to no avail. And oh, wait a second. Guys, a storm has just arrived in Atlanta, Georgia. And my advice to all the women in the ring, whatever strategy you had coming into this match, I highly suggest changing it, and I suggest you change it quickly, because the storm has entered the Royal Rumble. Jade Cargill has entered the Royal Rumble, and now we are starting to fill this ring up and fill it up quickly. Becky Lynch, Alba Fire, Dakota Kai, AJ Lee. A very talented, very talented group of women, to say the least. As Jade Cargill goes after Lyra Valkyria. And it seems like right now we've taken a bit of a rest break here. The first 8 entrants of the Women's Rumble have made their mark. Now the question is, who is going to be the first one to be eliminated here? Keilani Jordan taking on Alba Fire. Becky Lynch going after Jade Cargill. Cora Jade going after Lyra Valkyria. AJ Lee playing possum. And oh, what a kick. A disaster kick. Catches, and oh, there goes Alba Fire. Alba Fire, the first one eliminated, and you know she's not going to take that well. Not only was she the first one eliminated, she was eliminated by Becky Lynch, a woman that she cannot stand, to save her life. And out goes Lyra Valkyria. And just like that, the tides of this match have completely changed. Dakota Kai taking out Cora Jade. And AJ Lee going after Becky Lynch. And now Keilani looking to make a name for herself here tonight. Goes after AJ Lee. And meanwhile, Dakota Kai in the corner. Now look at this. Oh my god. That is a grown-ass woman that Jade Cargill just bench pressed. And Jade Cargill, the longer she stays in this match, the more she is going to become a problem for the rest of the women in this match. And a shining wizard to Keilani Jordan. Now Jade and Becky Lynch, there's history there. Now Jordan reverses. And AJ Lee just barely hanging on. As Jade is still dealing with Dakota Kai. Now here comes Zelina Vega at number 9. Last time we saw Vega, she was going up against the now former women's champion, Bayley. Looking to get another crack at the women's championship if she was to win this one. And now, oh no! AJ Lee has just been eliminated. Fans not happy about it, but that is how this matchup works. A very huge upset for Kelani Jordan, but if you're Kelani Jordan, I wouldn't open Twitter for at least a week. But it was an absolute honor to see AJ Lee back in this ring. Hopefully she comes back again in the near future. As Zelina Vega, oh my god. Oh my god. Zelina Vega just got absolutely blasted. And at number 10, well, we were just talking about Sol Ruca, the now former NXT Women's Champion, here to make an impact in the Royal Rumble. It seems like no matter how far her and Kelani get from each other, they can't seem to stay separated from each other. And out goes Zelina Vega. She didn't last long. Meanwhile, Kelani Jordan goes after Jade Cargill and Sol Ruca, taking out both Becky Lynch and Cora Jade. And I look at Kelani Jordan, and that is why that woman right there is so damn impressive. Taking out Jade Cargill with the prettiest moonsault I have ever seen. That was absolutely beautiful. Cora Jade to be specific, going after Sol Ruca. And now at number 11, here comes the Wicked Pixie, Candice LeRae. Of course, LeRae's been making a name for herself over on SmackDown. Would love nothing more than to win the Women's Royal Rumble, excuse me. There's a lot going on in this match, and I'm getting all sorts of tongue-tied here. Now Dakota Kai has Becky Lynch right where she wants her. Chiropractor to the women that she has, well, allegedly forgiven. And now, Dakota Kai in trouble. Candice LeRae, just like that, Dakota Kai is out of this Rumble. And now, well, LeRae trying to make it 2 for 2, trying to go after Cora Jade to no avail. And here comes Michin at number 12. And just like that, 2 big names from Monday Night Raw, Dakota Kai, Alba Fire out. Just like that. That shows you just how unpredictable the Women's Rumble can be. And now out goes Sol Ruca. Thanks for coming. Did you see Jade Cargill with the power? And Kelani Jordan, I just now realized Kelani Jordan just got eliminated by Becky Lynch. I was too distracted by the fact that Jade Cargill just deadlifted a grown-ass woman off the ground in Sol Ruca. But the NXT Women's Champion Kelani Jordan out of this match. But she has absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. She had a hell of a performance in this one. Now, Michin barely hanging on, able to save herself. And guys, I think we all know what time it is. It is Tiffy time here in Atlanta, Georgia. Tiffany Stratton at number 13, looking to do some serious damage. Of course, Tiffany Stratton, been down in NXT, wreaking absolute havoc. Of course, a former NXT Women's Champion, losing it to Sol Ruca back in July. And now, Cora Jade. Jade on Jade action here. Jade on Jade crimes happening here, and Cora Jade being eliminated by Jade Cargill. Now at number 14, here comes Natalya. And Cora Jade lasted quite a while in this one. Lasted all the way up to 14. Listen, you can't beat yourself up too much about it. Cora Jade was given a very, very tough task to start out this Rumble at number 1. And she more than exceeded expectations, lasting all the way up to 14, but she ran into a brick wall, and that brick wall's name is Jade Cargill, an electric teardrop to Tiffany Stratton. And you want to talk about someone who has the capability of being an Iron Woman. You want to talk about Tiffany Stratton, but you want to talk about this woman right here, the brand new Women's United States Champion, Little Miss Bliss, Alexa Bliss, at number 15. Once again, the ring's starting to pile up here. Candice LeRae goes right after the Women's United States Champion. Meanwhile, in the corner there, how's that for a dream match? Becky Lynch and Jade Cargill. And oh man, Candice LeRae somehow barely hanging on for dear life. Goes right after both Alexa Bliss and Jade Cargill. And here's a former Women's Royal Rumble winner in the Queen, Charlotte Flair, at number 16, in a manhandle slam to Natalya by Becky Lynch. And you have to wonder if Charlotte Flair was a little upset that Cora Jade got eliminated 2 entries ago. Holy hell. What a moonsault there from the Queen, taking out Candice LeRae. Now how's this for a matchup? Charlotte Flair and Jade Cargill. And my God, this match is flying by. We're already at number 17. Here comes Isla Dawn. Of course, Isla Dawn's partner, Alba Fire, the first woman eliminated in this match. Looking to get some sweet revenge for her friend. She's wasting no time going right after Becky Lynch. And now wait a second. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Becky Lynch, in a matter of seconds, just got eliminated by Isla Dawn. That is a huge elimination for that woman. And now wait a second. Here comes... Oh man. Alabama Slam by Tiffany Stratton. You see Natalya's on the verge of elimination. And no, wait a second. Out goes both Natalya and now Isla Dawn. And Isla Dawn might have just... I think it's finally dawned on her the mistake she has just made, and now she comes face to face with her consequences, and that consequence's name is Becky Lynch. And Becky Lynch, pissed off about being eliminated from this Rumble, and now here comes Alba Fire. We knew chaos was going to break out in this match eventually. Now Alba Fire going right after Becky Lynch once again. Now here comes Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai coming to the assist. Now all hell has breaking loose. Meanwhile, in the ring, Alexa Bliss in serious trouble here, as absolute chaos is breaking down here at the Royal Rumble. And it looks like for now, this situation, while it is far from over, it has been taken care of for the time being. And Bliss is in trouble. And now Jade Cargill hanging on for dear life. Candice LeRae in the corner. And it seems like right now we're at a bit of a stalemate, as Bliss takes care of Flair. Now Jade Bomb to Tiffany Stratton. And Tiffy time might not last for very much longer here, as LeRae hanging on here fights off Bliss. And now, here comes JC Jane. And number 18. Looking to become a solo act over on SmackDown. She comes in at number 18 looking to make something happen here, looking to wreak some havoc. And Tiffany Stratton in some trouble. And wait a second. Out goes Bliss by the same woman that she beat to become the Women's United States Champion. What an upset there, if your name is Alexa Bliss. And at number 19, here comes Thea Hale, the runner-up to the Women's Intercontinental Championship. She enters her very first Royal Rumble here tonight. And while she did come up short against Shotzi on SmackDown, perhaps she can turn her luck around and win a spot at WrestleMania here tonight. And meanwhile, look at the power of Tiffany Stratton there, setting down Jade Cargill. And I just realized something. Jade Cargill came into this match at number 8. We are at number 20 right now, and Cargill is still hanging in there. What a run she has been on in this match. And at number 20, here comes Scarlett. We've seen Scarlett and Karrion Kross have beef with Austin Theory and Dakota Kai. And you have to think that Scarlett maybe is a little disappointed that Kai is no longer in this match. But Scarlett, look at Scarlett here wasting no time going right after the Queen. And it is getting to that point in the Rumble. The last 10 entrants on the way here. And now, Candice LeRae in some trouble here. And now out goes LeRae. Thea Hale with her first elimination. What a run for LeRae, coming in at number 11. Lasting all the way to number 20. But at number 21, here comes the EST and Bianca Belair. A former Royal Rumble winner. As Scarlett takes out Tiffany Stratton. And you saw Bianca Belair go right after Thea Hale, the woman that tapped her out to qualify against Shotzi for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And Charlotte Flair just got eliminated by Tiffany Stratton. I completely missed that. That is a huge elimination in this matchup here. And at number 22 is Shayna Baszler. I just watched that back. Charlotte Flair was actually eliminated by Jade Cargill, not Tiffany Stratton. And nonetheless, here comes Shayna Baszler with a Superman elbow, taking out Tiffany Stratton. And oh my God, Shayna Baszler wreaking absolute havoc. And oh, wait a second. Thea Hale has now been eliminated by Jade Cargill. And what is this, like 5 eliminations now for Jade Cargill? I said at the very beginning of this match that Jade Cargill was going to be an absolute problem for the rest of the women in this match, and that is living up to the case. And at number 23, here comes Shotzi in the TCB tank, your brand new Women's Intercontinental Champion. Entering at number 23 in this Royal Rumble. Now down goes Tiffany Stratton. And let's not sleep on Tiffany Stratton here. Tiffany Stratton's been in there since number 13. She's been holding it down too. As Baszler getting the work put in on her by Shotzi, the brand new Women's Intercontinental Champion. Now Belair in some serious trouble, able to fight off Stratton. And now Scarlett might be in some trouble, and a Jade Bomb. The Eye of the Storm to Scarlett, who wisely rolls under the bottom rope. And number 24, here comes Carmella. We haven't seen Mella in a while, but she is coming in at a very successful spot here at number 24. And look at Stratton going right after Belair. How's that for a dream match and a 360 spin off the top rope from Stratton? How impressive was that? And right now the Iron Women in this match. Jade Cargill, Tiffany Stratton, and look at Scarlett going right after Carmella. Uh-oh, Stratton might be in some trouble here. Stratton might have a problem, and that problem's name is Jade Cargill. And Stratton able to fight her off. And now look at this at 25. Again, Survivor Series coming into play here. We saw We've seen Bianca Belair. We've seen Shotzi come in. And now Roxanne Perez. You're seeing the benefits of the winning side of Survivor Series and a Canadian destroyer there by Scarlett to Shayna Baszler. Now Baszler might be in some trouble here, as Stratton looking to get her eliminated from this matchup here. And I'm still getting all sorts of tongue-tied as Roxanne Perez. Uh-oh, what a mismatch. Here goes after Jade Cargill, and out goes Shayna Baszler. And Scarlett has been eliminated from this match as well. Roxanne Perez just trying to find ways to not get attacked here. And a KOD to Shotzi. Now Belair attempting to go after Roxanne Perez. Now looking for KOD to Perez, but Perez able to fight it off. And meanwhile, Cargill goes after Mella. We are getting down to the nitty-gritty of this match here. 5 entrants remain, as Cargill once again takes out Perez. And now Cargill getting sat down by Shotzi. Now look at Perez going after Tiffany Stratton. A couple of NXT running mates right there, as Perez takes out Mella. And there's history there. As Shotzi gets taken out. And now out goes Carmella. Now here comes Eve Torres. And she looks good to me, and that is definitely the case. Number 26, Eve Torres, an absolute legend. And Roxanne Perez, somehow, someway, by the grace of God, holds on. And now Tiffany Stratton has been eliminated by Eve Torres. A hell of a run for NXT's Tiffany Stratton. Coming at number 13, lasting all the way to 26. Could have been an absolute runner-up, and I don't think there would have been much complaint from anybody. 27. Hall of Famer Trish Stratus has entered the Georgia Dome. Now, look at that. Jade Cargill has finally been eliminated. The Iron Woman of this match. Unable to get it done, unfortunately. Eve Torres, within the span of one entry spot, has just eliminated both Iron Women of this match. Both Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill gone at the hands of Eve Torres. The momentum has absolutely changed. And number 28, NXT's Tatum Paxley. And she's crazy, guys. She is insane. This girl is a weirdo. But nonetheless, coming at number 28, she has an absolute golden opportunity to earn a spot at WrestleMania at entry number 28, and Belair hanging on for dear life. As Eve Torres has been on an absolute clinic since she came into this match at number 26. And Shotzi eats a dropkick from Trish Stratus, and now Stratus meets Roxanne Perez and goes face first into the mat. And what a spear there to Eve Torres by Belair. Now look at this. Miss Parker, Miss Parker, Miss Parker, Miss Parker, Jada Parker. Out at number 29, Miss Parker of NXT. NXT girls in the house to close out this Rumble. And we have just one entry spot left. As Belair holding on, clinging onto the bottom rope for dear life. As Perez targets Jada Parker. You see the field starting to thin out here as, Shotzi just hanging on. Is able to fight off the Hall of Famer. And the last entry spot of the Women's Rumble is in a matter of seconds. And oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. At number 30, the final entry into the Women's Rumble is unfortunately Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green has the best odds in this match to win the Royal Rumble. What kind of timeline are we living in right now? Can you imagine if Chelsea Green was to go on and Trish Stratus, hold that thought, Trish Stratus has just been eliminated by Roxanne Perez. A huge elimination for the young Perez. But as I was saying, can you imagine if Chelsea Green was to go on to main event WrestleMania to fight for the Women's Championship at WrestleMania, and she's already one step closer to doing that. She just eliminated Tatum Paxley. And now Belair has been eliminated by Roxanne Perez. 2 huge eliminations by Perez, taking out both Belair and Trish Stratus. And the herd is starting to thin here very quickly. We are down to the final 5 women in this match. Eve Torres, Shotzi, Jada Parker, Chelsea Green, Roxanne Perez. One of these women is going to headline WrestleMania in Wembley Stadium in London, England. Now Eve Torres in some serious trouble. Meanwhile, Chelsea Green looking to get the jump on Roxanne Perez, but to no avail. We saw an interaction between these two on SmackDown. Perez slapping Chelsea Green in the face. Absolutely slapping the taste out of Green's mouth. And now out goes Shotzi and Eve Torres with yet another elimination. It is down to the final 4. Perez, Parker, Green, Torres. One of these 4 is going to WrestleMania. Now, Perez into the corner here, going after Chelsea Green. And Torres might be in some trouble here. Parker looking to eliminate Eve Torres. Parker one step closer, perhaps. He's going to WrestleMania. But Eve Torres able to fight her off. Now Parker hanging on for dear life as Perez gets sat down by Torres. And a chick kick here, and down goes Perez. And Eve Torres has been an absolute problem ever since she got it into this match here. She has been out of action for quite some time, and I spoke too soon. We are down to 3. And we might be down to 2 here very shortly. Chelsea Green holding on for dear life as Jada Parker, trying her absolute best to eliminate Chelsea Green, but Green able to stay in this one. And now Perez might be in some trouble here. Now Perez able to evade. And now look at this. Perez taking out Jada Parker. Now Chelsea Green gets a neck breaker for her troubles, and Roxanne Perez has quietly taken control of this match here. And now a clothesline for Miss Green. And Parker back up to her feet and now lays out Roxanne Perez. Now a Rough Rider from out of nowhere. Shout out Matt Cardona. And Chelsea Green sends Jada Parker packing. And then there were 2. Don't tell me that Chelsea Green is about to headline WrestleMania. No, wait a second. Roxanne Perez fighting back here. One of these 2 women are going to WrestleMania to face either Rhea Ripley or Liv Morgan. Roxanne Perez Inseguri. Now, wait a second. Perez with an impaler. Oh my God, wait. Perez. Roxanne Perez with a Pop Rocks to Chelsea Green. Will it happen? Will it happen? Green holding on, and Roxanne Perez is going to WrestleMania. Oh my God. From losing her title opportunity at SummerSlam to now getting a golden ticket to make her WrestleMania dreams come true, Roxanne Perez has done it. And with Roxy getting the win tonight, who will win the Men's Rumble tomorrow night? Thank you for joining me at Royal Rumble Saturday.